could have my Gucci on. Gucci.
It's all Gucci.
I'm wearing Gucci head to toe.
It's Gucci.
I love everything Gucci make.
Right now, a focus of mine is my collaboration with Gucci.
If I'm designing something, I'm saying, okay, but who's going to wear this? Where are they going in it?
I always try to translate the beauty of the brand in a different language. It's time for this brand to tell another story.
Part of your talent as a designer is being able to know what people want before they know.
Gucci, the brand that once defined luxury, a name that carried prestige and opulence from the allure of Tom Ford's iconic campaigns to the flamboyant maximalist era of Alessandro Michele. Gucci has always been at the center of the fashion conversation, but now the question must be asked, what's happened to Gucci? Why has the iconic brand lost its edge, and what exactly is it doing to get back on top? In today's video, we're going to uncover the story of Gucci's rise, its decline, and its battle to reclaim its former glory. Gucci was founded in 1921 in Florence, Italy by Guccio Gucci. The brand quickly became a symbol of Italian luxury craftsmanship, attracting the wealthiest elite. The original focus was on high-quality leather goods, including luggage and handbags, that became synonymous with sophistication. But it was in the 1990s that Gucci truly took its place at the top of the luxury fashion world, thanks to the visionary creative director Tom Ford. Tom Ford was hired in 1994, and what followed was nothing short of transformative. Ford injected Gucci with bold, sensual, and modern energy. He revived the brand, turning it into a symbol of glamorous excess, known for its daring cuts, sultry ad campaigns, and sky-high prices. By 1999, the brand was everywhere, the it brand of the late 90s and early 2000s. Gucci wasn't just a label, it was a statement. Celebrities, musicians, and models, they all wore it. Ford's Gucci was explosive. Sales grew by 60% during his time at the helm, and the brand's global cachet was undeniable. But as with any high fashion star, eventually it was time to move on. In 2004, Tom Ford departed, and Frieda Giannini took over the reins. While Ford was known for his provocative and glamorous designs, Giannini was more subtle. She gravitated towards Gucci's heritage, incorporating classic Italian craftsmanship, equestrian-inspired elements, and the iconic green and red stripe. Giannini's Gucci was refined, elegant, and more about timeless luxury than the cutting-edge glamour Ford had pioneered. Sales remained strong, but Gucci began to lose some of the buzz it had built under Ford. The collections were solid, but they lacked the fire and innovation that had made Gucci a household name. Gucci was still a long luxury player, but something was missing. Giannini was seen as a safe pair of hands, but safe doesn't always push the boundaries of fashion. And by 2015, Gucci was beginning to lose its relevance with younger consumers. Sales growth had slowed, and the brand's cultural impact had started to wane. In 2015, Alessandro Michele was appointed as creative director, and the Gucci landscape shifted once again. Michele's vision was radically different: maximalism, bold prints, and a mix of vintage, modern, and gender-fluid aesthetics. His Gucci wasn't just about luxury, it was about creating a cultural statement, a moment of fashion rebellion. Michele embraced individuality in a way few had before. Gucci, under his direction, became known for its quirky, eclectic designs that pushed the boundaries of traditional luxury. And it wasn't just about clothes, it was about attitude. Gucci under Michele celebrated fluidity, inclusivity, and a vibrant sense of self-expression. Gucci became an icon for the millennial and Gen Z crowds. The brand became a hit on social media, with influencers, celebrities, and even everyday consumers posting their Gucci outfits for the world to see. Michele turned Gucci into a cultural phenomenon. The brand's sales skyrocketed, with revenue growing by 45% in 2018 alone. Gucci had not only refined its aesthetic, but also its place in the world of luxury fashion. Gucci had its cultural moment, but as we all know, success in fashion can be fleeting. And while Michele brought Gucci back into the limelight, by 2022, things started to feel repetitive. So what went wrong? Why is Gucci now struggling? First, let's talk about the resale market. The luxury resale market has exploded in the past few years, and while that may be good news for shoppers looking for a discount, it's a problem for brands like Gucci, which depend on exclusivity to maintain their luxury status. Platforms like Depop, The Real, and Vestiaire Collective have made Gucci's products far more accessible than ever before, pushing resale prices down and making it harder for Gucci to maintain its high-end image. What was once a coveted status symbol is now widely available second-hand at a fraction of the price. A pre-owned Gucci bag on The Real or Vestiaire Collective might be priced at 30 to 50% less than it was first launched, making it a more affordable option.
Never buying Gucci at a full price ever again because of this outlet. A lot of these bags were up to 70% off, and so many of them were from the Gucci Marmont range, like this camera bag was priced down to $1,390.
The once inaccessible allure of the brand has started to dissipate. This, coupled with the rising prominence of discount outlets, has chipped away at Gucci's exclusivity. Even in outlets, you can find Gucci bags and shoes at discounted prices, which is a stark contrast to what the brand used to represent. For many, it's no longer about getting something rare and hard to obtain, it's about finding a good deal on high quality products. In 2019, Gucci's sales reached an all-time high of around £9.6 billion. At this point, Gucci represented about 60% of Kering's total revenue. The brand was on top of the world, but by 2020, the pandemic hit and luxury brands like Gucci were faced with unprecedented challenges. Gucci's revenue dipped by 22.5% due to store closures, reduced foot traffic, and the disruption of global retail. Despite this, Kering's CEO François-Henri Pinault said that Gucci's decline was temporary and that the brand would recover, but recovery wasn't as smooth as expected. While there was a bounce back in 2021, Gucci's growth has not been as impressive as its competitors. While competitors like Louis Vuitton and Dior saw a strong recovery post-pandemic with double-digit growth rates, Gucci's performance has been more lackluster. For example, in the first quarter of 2023, Gucci's sales growth was flat, signaling that the brand is struggling to regain its momentum. Gucci's struggle for relevance is partially tied to its creative direction. Under Alessandro Michele, Gucci became known for its maximalist approach, an eclectic, bold mix of colors, patterns, and vintage-inspired pieces. While it resonated with a younger audience, it eventually began to feel tired, and Kering decided it was time for a change. In November 2022, Alessandro Michele left Gucci after 7 years at the helm, marking the end of one of the most polarizing chapters in the brand's history. His departure wasn't entirely unexpected. After all, many fashion critics were beginning to question whether Michele's designs had overstayed their welcome. In early 2023, Sabato di Sarno, former Valentino designer, was appointed as Gucci's new creative director. His first collection for Gucci debuted in September 2023. The new direction, a more restrained, refined aesthetic, signaling a move away from Michele's flamboyant maximalism.
If you think the glamour at Gucci is dead, I would say she's just different. Because I understand Sabato di Sarno's Gucci is not as crazy and whimsical and out there as previous designers, but I think a lot of people don't know the history pre-Alessandro, pre-Frieda, pre-Tom Ford.
Di Sarno's designs appeared to be a return to classic luxury, with a focus on sophistication, elegance, and a nod to Gucci's heritage. His collections were more restrained, less showy, and seemed to prioritize timelessness. It's clear that Di Sarno was aiming to establish Gucci's status as a top-tier luxury brand. Gucci's struggles don't just stem from internal challenges. The entire luxury market is evolving. Millennials and Gen Zs are driving a massive shift in how luxury goods are consumed. With social media and influencers, luxury fashion has become more accessible, and exclusivity is less about the price and more about status. This shift has affected Gucci and is having a hard time keeping pace. What's interesting is that these consumers aren't just looking for any luxury product, they want items that represent their values. Sustainability, inclusivity, and social consciousness are now major drivers in luxury purchases. Gucci, despite its cultural influence, has been slower than competitors like Stella McCartney and Patagonia in embracing the green agenda. For a brand that once prided itself on being a cultural vanguard, it's fallen behind on one of the most crucial issues of the modern age. Gucci is responding though. The brand has committed to carbon neutrality by the end of 2025 and have launched a Gucci off-the-grid collection of sustainable items and have begun to emphasize its artisanal craftsmanship but this is a long road and its success will depend on whether it can effectively reconnect with younger, eco-conscious consumers without alienating its older, traditional clientele. Gucci's future is undoubtedly in flux. After years of explosive growth under Tom Ford and Alessandro Michele, the brand now faces a period of uncertainty. With its reliance on social media fame, second-hand markets and discounted outlets, Gucci risks losing its exclusive edge. However, with Sabato de Sarno at the helm and a renewed focus on classic luxury, the brand is looking to turn the tide. De Sarno's first collections have received positive reviews, and there's a sense that Gucci could regain its spark, but only if it adapts to the rapidly changing demands of the luxury market. Gucci is at a crossroads. Will it find a way to balance its history with the demands of the modern luxury consumer? Can it reclaim its position as the most iconic fashion house in the world? Only time will tell, but one thing's for sure, Gucci is not done yet. What do you think of Gucci's future? Is Sabato de Sarno the right choice to lead the brand, or is Gucci's time in the spotlight over? Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to click the notification bell for more deep dives into the world of fashion.
Breaking fashion news, Sabato de Sarno is leaving Gucci. The interesting thing about his departure is that he is leaving immediately, which means that he will not get a chance to say his final goodbye with his final show during Milan Fashion Week for next Gucci show. The next Gucci show during Milan Fashion Week in February will be designed by Gucci Design Studio.